All right, we're good to go. We're live once again, everybody. Welcome, as always, to Trivia Vice. We got a good one, as we would say. It's going to slap. It's going to be a really good one tonight. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. It was between pop culture and I Love the 90s. We did have a few more votes for pop culture, so we're going to do some pop culture tonight. And then I think Monday we're going to do I Love the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
that's
we're
right.
We're going to have a couple of really good ones coming up. So what's going on tonight, Dan?
I have not done a single question on this one. My daughter was sick in the beginning of the day, so I couldn't. Kyle did all the questions, so This is going to be fun to play along. I'm going to be able to see how knowledgeable I am in the current stuff and things going on in the world. So
we got a little bit of today. We got a little bit of I'm trying to remember all the questions. I flew through them, so I think it was probably like 60s all the way up till now. Might even been before that. So
perfect.
And we got a good bonus too.
Good. That's what I like to hear. So a couple things going into. We haven't really discussed when we're going to start it, but we're about halfway through November right now, almost.
Yep.
And Kennedy says she's got to go back to work in 10 minutes, so she's only here for a few. So we'll get started really soon, Kennedy.
Yep.
I think Kyle and I, we're going to do Christmas movies coming, but not all the time. We're going to mix it in. Christmas song trivia, things like that. We're not going to do it like we did for October with Halloween, where we did every episode. We're going to mix it in and try to give you guys a little of everything. But we'll probably start that pretty soon, probably right around Thanksgiving, and get you guys going. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going. So guys, real quick, if you have not played or if you're watching this not live, like a lot of people do, every Monday, Wednesday at 9:30, we are live. All you got to do when you're live is type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the correct answer. Speed does count. Top 3 placers in each round get a point. Person with the most points wins. And we have 5 rounds, 5 questions each with 1 bonus. So we got 26 questions total.
Perfect. And I think we should be perfect. There we
Kyle
go.
fell in love with his background, apparently. So,
well, that was kind of the that was like the easiest one to go with right there. Just because
went with the low hanging fruit. It looks nice.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
like it.
That's what I was looking for. Low hanging fruit. All right, I'll kick her off tonight. Here we go. Number 1. What movie has the best selling album of all time? The Bodyguard, Star Wars, Robin Hood, or Forrest Gump?
I believe I do know this one.
One right here. This one was really, really interesting because it kind of surprised me, but at the same time it didn't. I'm curious.
So
what
this one,
say. So we got a lot of 4s, which 4 would have been my guess.
This is the Bodyguard. I do know it's the Bodyguard. Because Whitney Houston has "I Will Always Love You" on there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's a good movie. I know you said you have not seen it before, Kyle. If you have not seen The Bodyguard, it's a little cheesy at times, but it's really good. I like Kevin Costner films, so
I knew that song was in it, but I knew Forrest Gump would get a lot of people. So that's why I threw that one on there, just because I had a feeling that was going to be the most popular answer for it.
Do you know in 1977 there was a disco version of the Star Wars song that was number 1 for 2 weeks in a row in October of 1977. Yep.
All right, number 2. What was the name of Ross Geller's pet monkey on Friends? Myrtle, Muriel, Marty, or Marion? I know Dan's gonna know this one, so
it's none of these.
I'm sorry.
It's supposed to be Marcel. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Friend, you know what? I think you are right. This was a game question, so I guess I didn't pay attention to the answer.
I broke the game. Yeah, it is. It's Marcel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say as I was reading through it, I'm like, I don't think any of those are right.
Yeah, Sean knew it's Marcel. It's
yeah.
So I'm curious what they say, Muriel. That's the closest to Marcel.
Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, I should have vetted that question. I guess before that was what the game came up with. I did like 90% of them myself, but yeah, this was a game question.
Well, you can't have nice things.
All right, number 3. What is the name of the family dog on Full House? Gizmo, Cosmo, Comet, or Colt? Steph says, I wondered why I didn't recognize them. Yeah, sorry about that. I just kind of went with it. I'm like, oh, that's a good question.
Sounds right. Well, Kyle hasn't watched as much Friends as I have. That's definitely. I watch it every single night still before I go to bed. So
Friends is a great show, but yeah, I haven't seen it nearly as much as Dan has.
So Comet, and then the Comet's offspring in Fuller House was named
Was Cosmo.
Was it Cosmo? Okay.
Yep. That's why I threw that one in there.
Okay.
And then the other two had nothing to do with any of it, basically. But
they should have named it like Asteroid or something for the new dog.
Sean says Stamos slaps. Yeah, he does, dude. Stamos still looks like he's 25.
Yeah, he's a handsome fella.
He is. He definitely is. All right, number 4. What is the name of the diner that served as a popular hangout spot in Beverly Hills 90210? The Purple Plum, the Peach Pit, the Green Tomato, or Central Perk?
I think I know this one, and it's more of a process of elimination for me, but I think I do know. And we got most people going. I was going to go with the Peach Pit.
2. There's a 4. There's a 1.
I'm going to go with the Peach Pit. That's what my initial gut was telling me, but I've never...
Any particular reason, or...
It just sounded right. I've never seen 90210 ever.
Well, we know Central Perk is...
Friends.
Is Friends. The Green Tomato, if I... correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that a restaurant out in Detroit?
I don't know.
When we were out there? Wasn't it called the Green Tomato? Didn't we go to breakfast there?
I don't remember that.
Pretty sure that's why I put that in there, because I was pretty sure that was...
I remember driving through Pontiac and being scared shitless that we were going to get killed.
I look at it like Beverly Hills, like the Peach Pit, like a peach, I guess, is like a higher end fruit, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, all right, number 5. How much did Jerry Seinfeld turn down from NBC for a 10th season of Seinfeld? 50 million, 200 million, 110 million, or 10 million?
See, Dad said green. It definitely was the green apple. That sounds way better than the green tomato. So I believe Seinfeld turned down 50 million, which would have been a record at the time. It was 2 million per episode. Is that correct?
110 million.
Holy Jesus.
110 million, because Tim Allen was the highest paid with Home Improvement, and then Seinfeld passed him. And yeah, he turned down $110 million for a final season.
Dude, you couldn't just phone it in for one final season.
Exactly. I mean, most shows, like a lot of shows, their last season isn't that great anyway. So the expectations are kind of low anyway.
That's Kyle. Not that he needed the money, but wow.
Not gonna lie, I'm not a big Seinfeld fan.
I've only watched a few times and I just cannot get into it. I can't
really get into it. Like I'm much more of a Fresh Prince.
I don't find
Friends or Full House. Like if I'm going for 90s.
I'm going to be honest, Jerry Seinfeld's just a person I kind of want to he seems like a nice guy, but he also is like a kind of a punchy face to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe, he's just kind of annoying. But anyway, so we got Sean, Evelyn, and Stephanie Sample all on the board in the first round. All right. And Kyle did not do the bonus this time for the first round, so.
That's right. Yeah, we should just do a write-in bonus every time. Then we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that helps prevent sabotage.
All right. I wish they didn't have like a 30-second screen like this. Like we could just get right into it.
Well, a lot of times we have stuff to say, but apparently not this segment. This transition we did not. All right, question number 1, round 2. How many languages can C-3PO speak in Star Wars? 7 million, 6 million, 5 million, or 10 million?
See how many Star Wars nerds we have like us.
If you watch the Clone Wars, C-3PO, when him and R2 have a few episodes where it's just the two of them, C-3PO is hilarious. I still find C-3PO funny.
I do too.
The sequel trilogy just made him annoying. Yeah.
Well, the sequel trilogy did a lot of terrible things.
Yeah, unspeakable things. Well, the thing is, things like giving him a red arm to show how much time's passed. Never explain it. Don't really care to, and it's just very, I don't know, just annoying.
Well, they don't like hardly don't utilize him at all, like in the sequel trilogy, and then in the Rise of Skywalker, like he's like the most important part of it with
the
decoding
forbidden Sith language.
Yeah,
Get the hell out of here.
it's like
All right, question number 2. What is the longest running game show on network television? Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, or Family Feud? Kyle just didn't bother coming up with fourth answer.
I didn't want to make it too obvious because I'm like, oh, I could throw like, I don't know, Let's Make It, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in there or something. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be way too obvious. By the way, speaking of phoning it in, we were talking about that with Seinfeld. How about the whole sequel trilogy from Disney?
Yeah, they're making up for it now.
Force Awakens was good.
But they're making up for it with quality content on TV for Disney Plus, which is good. Yeah, you could have put like Jeopardy. I was thinking the same thing that Steph said. Like,
oh yeah,
Wheel of Fortune. Kyle's like, nah. The Price is Right. I'll be honest.
We got 3 answered questions. We got wrong answers for one of the questions.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, question number 3. We keep you guys on your toes. What actress lied to producers about her age in order to get a cast on that 70s show? Is it Mila Kunis, Kirsten Dunst, Jodie Sweeten, or Gabrielle Union? I do know this one. I believe she was only 15 at the time, right?
I think so, yes. Because wasn't she only like 14 when she was cast as Meg for Family Guy? It would have been right around the same time because that 70s show came out what 90? Was it 99?
Well, Family Guy came out in 1999, but Meg was voiced by another actress for the first season.
Oh, that's right.
And then season 2 is when Mila Kunis came out. Yeah, I told you guys I'm a Family Guy weirdo. I know a lot of odd stuff about that. I was obsessed for a long time.
Dude, that 70s show slaps.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I used to love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I got our dad on that for a while. He got hooked to it. It's a fun show.
I love Red.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. All right, question number 4. What year did Grey's Anatomy debut? Oh, yeah. I know this one. 2008, 2006, 2005, or 2004. I got a little too excited about that.
A lot of people going with 4, some 3s.
It's 2005, people. Get with the program. A real Grey's Anatomy fan like myself would know that. It took Steph and I, we went through and we watched at least one episode a night a couple years ago. And it took us about a year and a half, I think, to get through the first, like 16 seasons or something crazy.
Okay, but can you tell me what year we started dating?
Well, that's a trick question because it was January. So that's a little blurry there. It's 2007. How's that a trick question? January is the beginning of a new year. It's 2007. But I'm saying it could have been like if you think about it. Never mind. Question number 5. Gene Simmons is a member of what rock band? Quiet Riot, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, or Aerosmith?
We're talking about a guy that said that his wedding was the second most important thing of that year of 2015 because Jurassic World came out. So,
in my defense, I told her this. I was waiting to marry Stephanie for at that point like 9 years, and I said I had been waiting since 2001, which was 14 years for a Jurassic Park sequel. So, second place is not.
You've been waiting since 97 for a competent.
Exactly. 5-year-old me inside was dying. I said, "There's nothing wrong with being on the podium. Placing, silver medal, is nothing to be ashamed about." All of a sudden, our subscribership just plummets down to 0. All right, so it looks like we got Steph Sample is officially taking the lead with 2 points. We got 2 new peeps. We got Kay and Joey, both with 1. Going into round 3.
Steph says, "No, it was. I'm glad I saw the movie so I can focus on our wedding now."
The amount of times like I would just watch YouTube videos about the movie and stuff. And the funny thing is, it did not disappoint. I had so much hype for that. And it really didn't disappoint. I knew
Honestly, that was like me before Force Awakens.
yeah.
I watched so much YouTube, read so many articles, watched so much stuff about it, like leading up to it. And I still hold to the fact that that's the greatest movie trailer of all time.
Wow. I got one for you, but I'm trying to I'll wait until this question's over and I'll tell you which one I think is.
All right, number 1. Which Harry Potter book is the longest? Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Goblet of Fire, or Deathly Hallows?
I'm not sure why I know this because I never read the books past the second one, but for some reason my mom would buy them for me every time they came out. So I had the whole collection of them. So I knew it was very obvious which one was the longest. When you have them all like next to each other. But yeah, I never read past the second one.
So what's your answer?
It's the Goblet of Fire. Right?
Mm-mm.
No?
It's Order of the Phoenix.
Shit. Okay. Well,
Goblet of Fire was the longest one up to that point. But Order of the Phoenix is actually longer.
Wow. I guess at that point I probably I phoned it in and didn't really care about Harry Potter until much later in life. So it was about 10 years later before I actually started paying attention to it.
Dude, Harry Potter slaps.
It does.
Goblet of Fire is actually on the TV upstairs right now. So, all right, number 2 in Jurassic World. What is the name of the dinosaur that is a genetic hybrid? Tyrannosaurus Rex, Pteranodon, Mosasaurus, or Indominus Rex?
Was this a question you came up with, Kyle?
Yes.
You couldn't come up with I'll give you Mosasaurus because that's not as much of a well-known dinosaur, but Pteranodon and Tyrannosaurus Rex. People are gonna know that's not a hybrid dinosaur, Kyle. Could have gone with something.
I would have thought Pteranodon was, but Mosasaurus, the amount of times I've heard Henry talk about the Mosasaurus, I knew that I had to put that in there.
And I believe it's actually just Mosasaur. It's not Mosasaurus, but
that's
okay. I'll forgive you this one time.
See, I got somebody with Pteranodon and Mosasaurus.
I'm a huge dinosaur nerd, so I guess that's not fair of me to judge. So,
all right, number 3. How many Grand Slam titles does Serena Williams have? 29, 23, 21, or 20?
I do not know this one. I do know it's a lot, which all of these are a lot. I do know that Will Smith's playing their dad in the new movie King Richard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I believe it's gonna be on HBO Max in a couple weeks, so I think I might watch it.
I love Will Smith. I'd watch anything he's in.
Do you remember the answer? Because I'm trying. We're off over the place. A lot of 23s.
It is 23, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
That's
almost
insane.
positive. I came up with the question, but I can't remember the answer. Okay, I was going to say I'm pretty sure it's 23. I knew it had to be quite a bit, so I was like, oh, I bet you that'll be a good question.
I honestly didn't know it was that many. I knew it was a lot, but that's insane. 23 Grand Slam titles.
Number 4, how many championships has Phil Jackson won as a coach? 6, 5, 11, or 10?
Just going to go on a limb, and Kyle already knows what I'm going to say. Phil Jackson's overrated. So overrated.
Yep.
You could hand someone who doesn't know the game of basketball the title of coach for a team with Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol in their primes, and
Kobe and Shaq, and
Kobe and
Michael,
Shaq,
Scotty,
and with Michael, Scotty, and Rodman.
Well, Phil got him the championship in Chicago, but Doug Collins built the whole team.
Built that team.
Built him from being literally the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
And drafted Pippen, drafted Horace Grant, and basically got them to the conference finals. And then they just shit all over him, and they're like, "Oh, we're bringing in this other guy."
Yep. Well, it's kind of like Pat Riley. That's what happened with Pat Riley the year before he came in and won with the Lakers. I can't remember who the heck it even was now. Won a bunch of games, and then they replaced him with an all-stars team, and then he won.
Oh, it was hold on. Number 5. What was the Wi-Fi password given to Stephen Strange in Doctor Strange? Shambhala, peace, chakra, or ancient?
When I think of chakras, I think of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's a show Kyle still needs to watch.
Yeah, I do need to watch it because everybody says it's very good.
No, Kyle, it is not simply very good. It is life-changingly awesome.
So a lot of people going with 1 on this. Got a couple of 4s and a 3. Do you know it, Dan?
Is it Peace?
Nope.
I have no idea.
It is Shambhala.
Oh. I do know that Wong says we're not. What does he say? Like we're not savages or something like that because Doctor Strange is surprised they have Wi-Fi, but I don't remember what the password was. Okay, so we have Curtis and Brooke are going to be on here now, and then Stephanie again is pulling away.
Whew. Got what? That gives her what, 3?
That gives her 3. So she's got 3. We got Sean, Evelyn, Kay, Joey, Brooke, and Curtis, all with 1.
So going back to the Phil Jackson thing, didn't he take over, or not Phil Jackson, Pat Riley? Didn't he take over for like Jerry Tarkanian or somebody like that?
Gosh, I'm trying to remember. I honestly don't know. But then it's like, oh yeah, here's Magic Johnson, and
and Kareem and James Worthy.
It's like, yeah. Oh, sorry. Question number 1: Which Elton John hit starts with the line, "When are you going to come down"? Rocket Man, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Crocodile Rock, or Benny and the Jets?
Dude, I love Elton John. I could listen to him all day. Do you know this one, Dan?
Yeah, so this one's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Yep.
I like Elton John. I don't love Elton John because there's things like Crocodile Rock I find very annoying. But I really like Rocket Man. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road's like, man, I got to be in a certain mood for it. Benny and the Jets is good. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about.
I like a lot of his like more obscure songs, like not the ones that are known.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Like sad songs. We both love that from working.
Sad songs is good. Blessed is good.
Yep.
Can't Stay Alone Tonight's good. Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters is good.
All right, question number 2. Which actor is the highest grossing of all time? Will Smith, Samuel L. Jackson, Jack Nicholson, or Harrison Ford?
Curious if Dan knows this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit of BS. It is actually Samuel L. Jackson because of the Marvel movies and because he was in Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
All of which grossed a ass ton of money. Every Marvel movie he was in, it was pretty much $1 billion maker. So I think he's far and away the highest grossing technically.
Oh yeah, no, it's not even close. But the problem is like he's not the star of any of them.
That's the way to do it, dude.
Yeah,
Samuel Jackson is a genius. The guy.
Oh yeah, be like fourth lead. Like you don't even have to be like the second. You're like the fourth.
You come in, you make millions of dollars, and you work for like a week. You're not the star. There's no pressure on you. It's like the backup like QB in the NFL. It's perfect. Question number 3. What is the name of Pink Floyd's first studio album? Uma Guma, The Piper at Gates of Dawn, More, Adam Heart Mother. Wow, they are all terrible names. Every single one.
They really are.
Those are just awful. I have no idea. I'm gonna go with More, just because like that seems the most like logical. The other ones are just like
a lot of 4s and 3s.
The other ones make me question how high they were when they came up with the name. But
dude, I would totally go with number 1, Uma Guma.
They kind of went with a red jumpsuit apparatus.
That's an awesome name.
Uma Guma.
Uma Guma.
Honestly, it sounds like, I don't know. Really, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. What? That's like,
yep.
And the fact
terrible album name, but
that is awful. All right. Interesting. Question number 4. Who is the best-selling fiction author of all time? John Grisham, J.K. Rowling, Danielle Steele, Agatha Christie? I believe I do know this one as well.
Let's see what everybody. A lot of people going with 2. There's a 3 there.
That would make sense. I believe individual book, she is the best selling of all time. But I believe it's Danielle Steele.
So J.K. Rowling is actually the last on this list.
Or is it Agatha Christie?
Danielle Steele is second. John Grisham is third. Agatha Christie is far and away like 4 billion copies or something like that. Like to put it in perspective, J.K. Rowling's at 400 million.
Well, Agatha Christie had a lot of mystery novels and a lot of things like that. So in the time where she was kind of like the pioneer for it. So
right. Well, like J.K. Rowling made a lot of her money like George Lucas did. Like she made a lot of her money from merchandising rights and movie rights with Warner Brothers.
Big brain moves.
Oh, yeah.
All right, final question around 4. The movie and the book for Friday Night Lights was based in Odessa. The TV show, however, was in what Texas town? Is it Midland, Frisco, Dillon, or Abilene?
Do you know this, Dan?
No. Dude, I've never read the book or the movie. Saw the movie.
They're all so good. The book and the movie are awesome, and I'm actually rewatching the TV show right now. Like it is a really good show.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just gonna have to make time for it, I guess.
A lot of people going with Midland. So Midland was actually the big rival from the book and the movie. The TV show is based in Dillon.
Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. All right, let's see. Basically, Stephanie cannot place on the podium here. Otherwise, it's a runaway. So we'll see what we got. And she just missed out.
Wow. We got a lot of people in this round.
Look at this. 2 points for the top place with Dirk. And then Kevin and Evelyn are in second with 1 point each. Man, that was a tough round you had. You were brutal.
That's right.
So let's see. So Dirk is on the board and Kevin is on the board. And Evelyn now has 2. So Evelyn's just behind Stephanie in second place. And then we got a boatload of people in third place. So this is going to be a tight one. It's coming down to the final question, I have a feeling.
And we got a good bonus planned.
You know, I should have said Agatha Christie. That's going to drive me nuts because I thought she was second, and I thought Danielle Steele.
I'll be honest. I know who Danielle Steele is because Mom always used to read her books. Dad always used to read John Grisham. I always read J.K. Rowling now, but I have no idea who the hell Agatha Christie is.
1950s and 60s, like very popular mystery.
Gotcha. All right, number 1. In the show Entourage, Vince plays the lead role in Aquaman. Who is the director? Tim Burton, Ridley Scott, James Cameron, or George Lucas? If you haven't seen Entourage, you need to. It's phenomenal. It's my fave.
Yeah, Entourage is a great show. All I'm going to say is I feel like I like a few of James Cameron's films, and he's the director in the show. He makes some cameo.
He's overrated. He's like the Phil Jackson of directing.
He's so overrated. I'm not saying he's bad, but like I like T2, and I like Aliens, but T2 is probably my favorite action movie of all time. But like other than that, things like Titanic I think are very overrated. And I gotta be honest, I know originally they did this because he originally was like going to direct Spider-Man before Sam Raimi did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank the heavens that he didn't because I think he would have messed it up. Sam Raimi made a masterpiece.
All right, number 2, including the new Home Alone movie, which no one should see, coming out this year. How many movies are in the Home Alone franchise? 7, 6, 5, or 4?
I believe I know this, and that's because I watched Nostalgia Critic, and I went through the rabbit hole of crapping on all the sequels other than 1 and 2. So I did not know there was more than 3 other ones.
Yeah, as you say, there should only be 1 and 2, and maybe very loosely 3, because I like number 3 as a kid.
When I was a kid, now I had to be drunk to watch it. But
yeah, nobody other than Macaulay Culkin should play the title character, and nobody other than Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci should play the burglars.
I believe there's 6, including the new one.
I think you're right.
I think there's 5. There's 2 that are DVD, Walmart DVD bins. Yep. Home Alone 4 and Home Alone 5, and then now the new one coming out, which is probably going to be a slimy abomination. But
Yeah,
you know what?
the straight to
it.
DVD release ones, they should be like at the bottom of the Walmart bin.
Yeah,
like the lower than $5. Like you got to dig through all the filth to get to it.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. What is Rihanna's real name? Robin, Rita, Renee, or Remy?
I'm going to go with Rita, and I'm saying this because I have absolutely no idea, so don't listen to me. I don't know why.
Ones. There's a 2 and a 3.
Remy. If it's is Remy really a name for?
I think so, maybe. Not sure.
Especially spelled that way. I feel like that's a weird way to spell Remy. Remy.
I don't mind Rihanna. She's not my favorite. Tess can't stand her voice. She thinks it's like nails on a chalkboard.
I'm indifferent about her. There's some songs like old school, like Disturbia. That song still slaps today.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm indifferent about.
She's no Lady Gaga.
No. No. Not even the same like echelon.
She's like the bottom of the $5 movie bin.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, including high school, how many championships has LeBron James won?
0.
8, 7, 6, or 5? I threw this specifically in there for Curtis.
You should have put how many did he choke? Oh, he probably like switched schools. He's taking his talents to Akron.
He's going to Bishop Sycamore.
Instead of Oak Hill.
Do you know the answer to this, Dan?
Did he win 5?
It's 7. He won 3 state titles and so far 4 championships.
Oh, I was reading like how many did he win in high school? Okay. Oh, I totally misread that. Because I was thinking like how many did he win in high school? 3?
Yeah, he lost his junior year.
Okay. You know what's sad? Including high school, he barely still has as many as Jordan has in NBA.
He's got way more, almost as many losses as he does wins. All right, number 5. In the show The Office, who does Michael Scott eventually end up with? Pam Beesly, Jan Levinson, Holly Flax, or Angela Martin? And I'm hoping these are right because this was a game question.
This is, well, if it's the right answer, I do know which one it is. They're all characters in there.
I'm sad to say I still have never seen The Office, and I'm ashamed of myself.
Phenomenal. Great show once you get past the first season, which is only 6 episodes. But Michael Scott ends up with Holly Flax after dating Jan Levinson for a while, and they had an extremely toxic relationship. Jan was psycho. But yeah, Michael ends up with Holly, which is essentially a female version of Michael Scott. And then when he left the show, when the show was without Michael Scott, it's just like, why? They went on for like 3 seasons without him, and it was just like, pull the plug. It was over. All right, so we got an interesting thing here. So now we got Kevin with 2, Sean with 2, and Joey with 2, along with Evelyn, who has 2. And then we still have Dirk, Curtis, Brooke, and Kay with 1. And then Stephanie Sample with 3. So this is kind of we got one final question. My hair looks crazy now because I've been like moving it all around. One final question. Kyle's going to read it off real quick for our bonus. It's the first one to answer correctly.
Yep. All right. So bonus. Elon Musk is originally from South Africa. What country did he first immigrate to when he left South Africa?
First one to correctly answer.
I'll try to watch the chat here.
It's all going to be like at once, and it like just, blows up our thing.
Everybody's Googling it right now. Somebody got it right there.
Yeah.
Canada. He did. He went to Canada and then came to the U.S.
So Bobby said Canada. Well, Bobby's from Canada, so you got that. And then who's the first one in like a position of Dirk said England, Kev said Australia. Ooh. Stephanie says Great Britain. Yeah. So
You want to do another bonus?
well, no, technically Stephanie's gonna. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. So Chase
All
got
right.
a point on that, but Stephanie ends up winning. I'm gonna put her up here real quick. So congratulations, Stephanie.
Good job, Steph.
For winning tonight. And then we got second place is gonna be Kevin, Sean, Evelyn, and Joey, which is a lot of people for second place. Usually it's only one or two. And then third place we got Kay, Brooke, Curtis, Chase, and Dirk. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Next Monday, we're going to have, what'd you say? I love the 90s?
Yep, I love the 90s.
Perfect. And Wednesday, who knows? Maybe we'll get an early Christmas present.
You want to do a Name That Tune?
Or
next Wednesday?
Crap all over my idea. That's fine too. We'll figure
name that
out.
Name that Christmas tune.
Okay, that's compromise right there. Yeah,
That would be kind of fun.
We're gonna have YouTube copyright us again.
Or a Christmas movie poster.
That'd be a good one too.
Guys,
we got our last one, Name That Tune, copyrighted, and we're doing this for you guys.
Oh yeah,
heck with them. I don't care.
Don't
we're
worry.
Not making any money from this anyway. So
Dan and I got lots of things in the works for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of cool stuff.
Oh. Thank you so much, guys. James Bond.
Kev says James Bond. We could do a James Bond.
That would be a really
fun.
good one.
That would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing. We'll see you guys next Monday for I Love the 90s. Have a good night, guys.
Have a great night.